Nagerson, the Australians Reardon and Coleman in lane 5, and Rexford and Sesha in lane 6. And I believe it is the crew from America leading this race as we come through, what, about 7:50?
Yeah, as you say, Martin, a fast double from American. You were right in picking them out. They were leading through 500. Only one to qualify, and they've maintained that position. They're on the bottom, on the left of our shot here. It was the Greek double you also picked out. Quite young, but quite a strong crew to contend with.
Well, we were doing the predictions on Cross's Corner, myself and Camilla Hadland, and one of to my eternal shame and regret, I forgot to mention these two Americans, and someone pointed it out. Molly Rexford and Michelle Chesser, who had a great season winning that race in Poznan in the World Cup when they came over to Europe, and with their 5th place in the Tokyo Olympics, they are one of the favourites here to get a medal, and you can see why, can't you?
Yeah, and they haven't raced the British double yet, who we saw in the first race. The British weren't in Poznan. They picked up the gold there, this American double. So, like you say, they were 4th and 5th in Tokyo, those two doubles. So they both will have worked during the winter, been moving on. Let's see. The Americans are getting a good hold of this race.
Yeah, you spoke about the age of the Greek double there, Dimitri Kontu in the bow seat. She's on the right of that crew. As you look at it, she's just 16 years of age. And Anastasiadou, who got that marvellous result in the Open Women's Sculls, she got a 2nd place.
That's right. We saw her racing at the Europeans. And presumably she either didn't make the weight or
no. I think her partner
was.
I think didn't have a partner. I don't think Kontu was racing in the Europeans, or she was unwell. So Anastasiadou did the open weight women's singles and got that silver medal ahead of Alexandra Foster, who we saw win the women's singles
heat yesterday. Yeah,
and she's really diminutive, Anastasiadou. She's just 1.65 m, 5'5". So she packs a lot into that fray.
But she raced the under-23 single this year and got gold.
So
she raced under-23 single, and then so getting back in the single for the Europeans wasn't a big worry for her, and picked up a silver there. But now she's back in the double. It's only one to qualify here. America look like they're getting hold of that with 500 to go. What about the Australian double here?
We
saw them in Poznan, didn't we?
Yeah, saw them in Poznan. Finished 2nd behind the Americans, and the Greeks are just spoiling that rerun of this contest between the two crews. The Americans there looking at Molly Rexford in the bow seats from Dartmouth, and Michelle Setcher, former alumnus of the University of Tulsa, the Californian, in the stroke seat. Loves cross training, loves doing a bit of cycling. Is 16 the youngest athlete in this competition? We see the back there of Dimitri Kontu.
Well, we saw the Turkish pair, didn't we, with one of them 17, the men's lightweight pair. So 16 is pretty young. Just something to think about that race between the British and the Americans. Great Britain went through the 1500 in 5:09. The Americans went through in 5:10. So they would have been pretty close. Completely opposite sides of the course. I'm not sure if there's much in the course today. The British finished the race in 6:55. So we're going to see what this American double come through the line in. Neither of them were particularly pressed, so hard to know. So 6:55 for the British. That looks like it's going to be 6:57 or thereabouts for the Americans.
Yeah, they'll be pleased with that, I think. Time's relatively close. And the Greek double with the youngest athlete here in the World Rowing Championships, Dimitri Kontu. Thanks for that, Maurice. Head the Australians, Reardon and Coleman. Norway and Spain coming in for a photo finish for the 4th and 5th place, and the Japanese Kinota and Tomita finishing in 6th place. Really good scull from these two Americans. One of the hopes for a medal. You can see why, can't you?
I would have thought there'd be a hope for a gold medal. Reckford and Sesha there, they're looking very focused, very determined, aren't they? They've got the job done and on to cool down and refuel.
Yeah, but when you've got the Olympic champions from Italy and the